I'm recording this on March 8th, 2026. On the morning, if you haven't already, you do your time change. There's some sanity in my life. This dude has some sanity. There's a whole bunch of things piled up that when he grabs the first one, they're going to keep going. That tube came from McDonald's. I asked, hey, can I keep this for my feline buddy? Isn't it weird that with all the skill sets that I can demonstrate and have to offer to be of service and that are desperately needed if you care about your kids and grandkids and yourselves, that I work at McDonald's and I actually look forward to it? I actually look forward to, it's tough getting up early in the morning. I usually don't have a good night's sleep. Feel sore a lot or just kind of woken up by my dreams or my buddy who comes to lie close to me and gets me too hot because he's on top of the sheets between me and my pillow. It gets too hot, but I'm still happy to have him in my life, even though it compromises my sleep. Not enough to usually want to take a nap, but... So the last time I was volunteering to entertain seniors with my second karaoke musical show, because some of it is me singing, some of it is a video. For the first time I showed a video of me singing on their TV from my YouTube. I don't know if anybody noticed that works there, especially the person in charge that got the email. If I have my own YouTube and what kind of things I post about, because you can really get to know me if you want to from what I post online. I don't regurgitate and spread things. I talk about the reality of the human condition as I interact with them and the story of my life. And I thought last time I was there, I kind of enjoy entertaining the seniors. And I'm going to maybe see if they have a job posting. And the first thing that pops up, I think, is an activity worker 2. And it asks for, minimal education, like, for example, grade 12. So, I have a graduate diploma in sustainable leisure management, and I'm not sure if the professors thought about seniors being a good group to kind of prepare the students to be working with, but I don't know if they cared enough. I think they'll only care when they reach that age. And so my education in ways, life skills, counseling, mental health, and psychology, including aging, it might surpass the boss. And the boss there, the last time I saw her of that department, I thought, she might not have answered she likes her job the first time I asked her, the first time I met her. How do you like working here? She didn't seem too happy. But you can tell really the minimal efforts she puts in. Now, which came first, the chicken or the egg? Is she unhappy and thus puts minimal efforts? And is she unhappy because of a variety of reasons and could be the employer? But I'm going to apply for this job, okay? And it's not her position. I'm hoping she's going to go away, take a break for whatever she's going through I offered to get to know her, to listen to her. She didn't take me up on it, but the last time she did a bad job, she only saw or made the effort to put 8 of the 16 video links. And then I said, can you send me the links? And she said, well, we own that. They own the links I sent her to post on the tablet instead of me using my Wi-Fi there to do my show. It's... Anyways, so if I work for Northern Health, it's ironic because at around the same time, and I could post this April 1st, and maybe that's around the time I will have maybe organized a series of research into my interactions with Northern Health as a patient, just to see who really is the most unwell. A series of videos, but I'd still go work for them just to enjoy entertaining seniors, not just with singing, but with playing games or other things that you do, and I have my class 4. It'll give me a chance to maybe justify paying a fee if I have to, still working for Northern Health, to get a medical to fill out the form for the class 4 that is due very soon, because it's overdue with how often they want it. But I'm not going to pay $150 for a doctor that wants to spend as less time with me as possible to make that extra money on top of what he's making for the visit for something that doesn't give a job, right? I need to confirm a job. So it'll be ironic that, I work for employers I've criticized, and I still offer myself, and it's because you might think I hate my own species. I love everybody, and I'm a social creature, and the easiest forms of, using language, let's say, to have interactions with seniors and to have a variety of things, let's say, to talk about, it's them. And, there's a limit of how many conversations he can have with me about the human condition, for example, but that's not what I'd talk about with seniors, and I wouldn't bring up what's happening in the news or things like that. I'd be hearing their stories, and I think for them that'd be just such a great gift of end of life to have somebody with my listening skills and interests, because I care about people, to hear their stories. So I'll apply for this job. It could very well be that aside from an oppressor like Northern Health, there'd be an oppressor also involved, like the BCGEU and things like that. I keep offering myself to oppressors just to reach you, to give you services that I think we all deserve, that I don't get, but I'd give them to you. And it's snowing pretty good now. So we'll see what happens. So I'm going to post this, I think, on April 1st, and we'll see at that point if I will likely have applied for this job and if I get it. And all the ladies that stay there when I'm doing this musical show are all pretty awesome. And so, of course, in the cover letter, I'd mention this. But it's full-time. Now, if it's full-time, it means I have to give up on McDonald's, which I don't want to do. And it's not about McDonald's. It's about, for example, McDonald's is an employer that, without seeing my resume or checking references, gave me work, and they're happy that I have the job. They see how good I work. They see how many people I make laugh as I interact with them. And how, I'm on the ground picking up garbage, right? And I'm doing it in front of people to show that's my job, and that's how much effort I'm putting into it. But I've always been faithful to people and employers who hire me, whether I respect them as an institution or the majority of what they do or not, or like I wouldn't work there if they majoritively mistreat everybody, but I see most people there happy to be there and grateful and interact with me in positive ways. So I'm grateful to that. That means I would feel bad quitting what is about 8 to 10 hours a week at McDonald's for Northern Health, where there would be predictable outcomes. Even though my interactions with seniors would be awesome, and a majority of the staff, there's always people, usually in higher management, who try to change you, or who judge you, or who don't like you. And then there's also the dysfunctionality of health authorities, just like, government ministries or school boards or things like this that you have to deal with, that eventually is, yeah, you're not a good fit here, Martin. Your standards are too high. We kind of can't relate to you and the norm. But sometimes it's not even true, right? Sometimes people would be upset that I've left. They enjoyed working with me, and they've seen the positivity, let's say, I had with the children or the seniors, but they don't fight for me. They don't stand up, say, if he's going, we're approaching our union that we're going to go to. And again, that doesn't happen with the species I share DNA with. I would do this. I would do this for them, but they would not do it for me. And again, if Jesus existed and he sacrificed a lot for the people he loved, I tell you, they didn't get the point of his role modeling. And I'm not saying I'm religious or I'm some sort of godlike entity, but in what I've been role modeling in the last decade, because I got to the point that I cared so much about the racketeers and I knew that I couldn't help them in their own environments, I said I might as well go and find some sort of solutions or ways to help them that might have a big impact on the world that reflects back on them and other youth, whether women or men, anybody that I've wanted to kind of increase the quality of their life and help them acknowledge their own beauty and identity and uniqueness and potential for good in the sense of manifesting healthy communities. But unfortunately, again, I can't even teach life skills to those that claim they're experts in it that don't know what they're talking about. And I can barely earn a living and receive basic human rights type services like housing, where we feel safe that we can be ourselves, but we can't be ourselves here. and they still want to raise the rent without solving the issues that are getting worse here. So this is who I live among, and this is me still trying to help you